Hey, what's going on, guys? And happy midnight. This is another intimate moment with me late at night. Obviously, you guys can see that I got some braids, so hope you guys enjoy. Hope you like. Um, so we're going to talk about how to embrace, being single. So let's jump right into this. Um, Being single ain't easy. We'll just tell you that right now. I'm sure there are a lot of people out there where they're so accustomed to relationships. Relationships ain't bad. I mean, they're great. I've been in them. I'm sure there's other people who have been in them, right? And so you miss the feeling. Waking up next to somebody, their breath ain't the greatest, you know what I mean? But you still enjoying the fact that you got somebody to hold, somebody lay on your chest, you know what I mean? Throw that thigh on you. When they throw the thigh on you, man, whoo, just does something to you. Um, but yeah, being single ain't easy. Um, actually finding somebody who you can call late at night, just say, hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm good. How you doing? I'm good. How was your day? Oh, my boss, didn't like me. Da 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 da. You have these moments where they don't mean anything at all. You are literally hanging upside down trying to talk to them on the phone. You are walking around just having, aimless conversation. You love it. You love the person, you love the vibe, you love the feeling they give you. You love the fact that you don't have to even try or be anything else. You could just be in that moment. So, why do you wind up single? Well, here's a few reasons why you wind up single. Number one, either you're a perfectionist, you're searching for something better, some type of idea of what better is, right? That grass is greener on the other side type of thing. You're searching for that. Or you're searching for this person that is just going to get you, right? You want someone to understand you emotionally without you having to communicate it. And I'm going to be honest with you. How would I put it? It doesn't exist. The reason why it doesn't exist is because there are things about all of us, right? Me included. So don't be like, oh, who you think you is? No, I'm in the boat with you. There's things about all of us that's just not perfect, right? We think we are because we like ourselves, right? We think that our view of life is just so amazing and there's just nothing that can come close to it, and so we're just right all the time. But the truth is, you're not. And when you become single, you start to realize that, you know what, I've been searching for a better version, this better person for me, the perfect version for me. But here's the reason why that version doesn't exist. Because it's not that you don't accept this person, you just don't accept yourself. Right? And until that day comes, that day that you wake up in the morning and you just like, you know what? I'm going to love me first. Right? I'm going to put me first before anybody else. I'm going to work on me so that I can feel my imperfection. I can feel my flaws. I can feel my struggles. I can feel who I really am. The truth of who I really am. And some of us is different. For everyone, it's different, right? It might be you losing weight. For some people, it might be not being delusional. Yeah. Yeah, some people are delusional. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Sorry to break the news to you. But it happens, right? When you're delusional, you start to believe that everything is right. You're right all the time. Or you become like, righteous, right? You believe that your way is the only way. Your feelings is the only ones that matter. And so you just live on this high horse, right? You have people, who feel as if though if they're religious or spiritual, that they can look down on people. And so they do it. They even do it in their relationships. Oh, you need to get yourself right with God because you're just not right. Something wrong with you, so this ain't going to work out. Until you go ahead and talk to Jesus, we ain't going to make this happen. And he's thinking, man, I'm trying to help you. You got 19 kids, and you single. Maybe we can try to make this happen, but that works out that way. So, how do you embrace being single? How do you embrace the feeling of being single? The first thing you have to do is you have to be honest with yourself. Where are you in your life? Are you at this place where you're just going to be like, you know what? I am who I am. Take it or leave it. Da, 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 da. Well, you can do that. But here's the thing, right? Here's the truth, okay? I'm talking to you. You're going to be alone. Now, if you're okay with being alone, if you are all right with being with yourself, then that's okay. Because the truth is, that's where it all begins. It all begins with you, right? If all your relationships are failing, right? Here is the reason why they are. Because the first relationship that you need to develop is the one with yourself and one with God. Yeah. Because without those two, when you allow this other person to enter the intimate space, this sacred space with you and your emotions and your feelings and your perspective on life and all of your trauma and triggers and everything that you've been through in life, and you allow that person in that space, you have to be willing to accept that person, right? The problem is that usually we're single is because we don't accept people, because we haven't accepted ourselves yet. And I'm telling you this because this is what I've learned, right? And that's why I'm on this journey. Because if I don't accept myself, how can I accept someone else? And sometimes being with a person is not about helping them grow or potential, right? I don't know how many women I met where they was just like, you got some potential. You got some potential. You could be somebody. I believe in you. So I'm going to just stick around and just believe you can be something better. Here's the truth. They don't like you now. They don't accept who you are now. They don't feel like who you are right now is enough. And so they're saying, I'm going to live in my world of imagination where the better version of you, I like that person. So they don't even like the real you. So you have to reach this place where you love you. You build a relationship with God or whatever you believe in, universe, whatever it is. But you need to develop a relationship with your higher self. And then develop a relationship with your inner self. And then when you bring this person into your life, I want you to get this in your mind. If this person comes into your life, you need to look at, can I accept them? Flaws and all, bad breath and all, farts and all of it. Can you accept them? Right? And a lot of times people say to themselves, no. And the reason why it's hard for you to accept them is because you love projects. You want to watch my video on how to avoid projects, find that video. It's I done did so many, but you can find it. It's there. But you love projects. You love finding this person who's flawed and broken and who is not able to measure up to who you are. And so this person is constantly seeking your approval, right? But that's not healthy. That's not love. Now, if you're at this place where you develop your relationship with God or your higher power or your higher self, you develop your relationship with you, and you still want to be single, then be single. Explore, enjoy, embrace. There's a big world out here. Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. But there's a big world out here. You can travel the world. You can see things you've never seen before. You can meet people you never would have met, right? When you're in a relationship, you got to drag a person along. Hey, you want to go to Alaska? No, it's cold, right? So now you just mad because now you can't go to Alaska, or now you got to go sneak and go to Alaska, So there is some pros. My advice is just go all the places you want to go while you're single. And then that way, if you get in a relationship and she says, or he says, I want to go to New Jersey forever, then cool. That's fine. Because you have memories. They don't. So how do you embrace these feelings? How do you embrace being single? You have to embrace yourself. Because, the truth is that it all ends and begins with you. There is no one out here that's going to make you happy. They'll try. They really will try. They'll love you up. They'll light candles. Y'all make love and get passionate. And you be like, right? But once it's all said and done, you're going to realize you're not in love with them. Here's the difference between loving someone and being in love. Loving somebody is loving the idea of them. Loving the fact that you don't have to try, right? Being in love is about you connecting to your inner self and allowing that person into that sacred space and feeling that person has earned to be in that space. That's what it's like to be in love. And when you fall in love, that's not pretty. Because here's the thing. At first you feel like, the lady from Titanic. Jack, I'm flying, right? But here's the thing. You're not flying, you're falling, right? And when you're falling, you are going to hit the ground. You might even tumble. You might get some rocks. You might hit a boulder. You just going, it ain't gonna be pretty. I'm just letting you know, you ain't gonna look the same. Falling in love is rough. Being in love is possible, but you have to create your inner space, your sacred space for that person to be invited into, right? But loving someone, you can love them. You can want the best for them, right? But they're outside of your sacred space because you don't feel connected to them. You don't feel bonded with them. And so I say all this to say, if you're single, enjoy it. Explore the world, meet new people. It don't mean you gotta, you don't mean you gotta be for the streets. You can just go enjoy your life. Learn who you are as a person. Learn what you like, learn what you don't like, try things. Or you can find a relationship, right? And to find a relationship, you gotta start with you. If you start with you, you can be all right with whoever else comes. So that's all I got for you tonight. Hope this was helpful. Hope this was enjoyable. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you for enjoying me on another midnight intimate moment with me. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening, or enjoy, if I find you, let's catch you in the morning. Enjoy it. And that's pretty much it. I love you guys. Thank you for all the support and love, and I will see you soon. See you in the next episode. Peace.